Hello everybody, welcome back to the Treepunching Brothers Feed the Beast server. Woo! So, we're gonna go look at the automated farm in a little bit, but there was one thing that had been bothering me here, and that had been the lighting. Like, I love the crazy disco lighting that we got in here, but I wanted to have something out in the garden and for the surface that looks nice. So I've been working on a couple things. Like I made this light and this light. Got some nice lamps. This design was getting there. That wasn't too bad. But this was the real one. This is the one. Except for I don't like that green or the blue. It's got to be a different color. But this looks nice. This came out well, I think. So what we're going to do is we're going to try a different color here. I think I want to use orange. I think orange is going to look a lot better with this color scheme. The blue and the green stand out too much, I think. There's plenty of green around, and then the blue just doesn't look right. So I am going to go with orange. And how do we make these lamps? So first you need the lumar, this stuff, and you need the dye, and some redstone and a little glowstone. There you go. Bam, bam. You take those two lumars there, and you go bam, 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 and a little bit of redstone, and you got your lamp. So then we'll take our lamp, and we'll go outside. Oh. Now I was working with these things here. I want to show you these things here. The illuminators. These things aren't too hard to make. I had a lot of mercury cells left over. Like, I don't know what I did with them. But I had mercury cells. Here they are. And it's just some glass and mercury cells and a little tin and some refined iron. They're not too hard to make, but you got to keep charging them. See, look at this. I got this Jetpack, 51,000, and it took like almost over 1,000 to power this, and it only works for 2 days, and then it shuts off. I mean, you can run cables with them, and they'll be continuously powered, but it's just a pain in the butt compared to just putting one of these lamps down, and putting a redstone torch underneath it. So much easier. So let's go over here. I think the next lamp should go like right here maybe. Oh, there's a spider coming to say hello. Hi there, buddy. You're okay. I don't know where you came from though. We'll have to investigate that. So I think maybe right here maybe would be a good spot. Right there actually. I'm going to put it right here. Let's get a redstone torch down. I like using the bricks. I think the brick is nice, actually. No, let's not put it there. Let's put it here. So get your torch down. Out of my way, grass. Oh, I keep knocking that thing out. Okay. There we go, and you put your lamp on top. Hey, spider. So I don't know, is the orange better or worse? Orange better or worse? It is a bit brighter. Let's see what it looks like when it's finished. So then we want marble cover strips all over these. On the inside, basically. Okay. And then we have any of those pavers left. Okay, we got plenty of those. Those would go on the bottom and the top. Let's just put them on the top here. Oh, I need more corners. This one, okay. Oh, I need some nether brick. Need some nether brick. Yeah, these things are already off. I just turned those things back on. One in there. Oh, I got some nether brick around here. There we go. Ooh, we're gonna have to make another saw. That's looking pretty good. And then what if we take one of these and put it down here? We'll get these over here. Bam, bam, bam. And then we need corners for those. And we need another saw. I got a diamond one in here and we'll just use it quick for just the corners. Like to keep that for more complicated stuff, but I just want to get this done. So that looks pretty nice, I think. I think the orange is pretty good with this. Yeah, I kind of like that better. So I want to put them up and down the walkways here. And probably change this from dirt to something else. But I think I like the orange better. I don't know. Other colors that might be good, maybe pink, I don't know. I think orange is the best. Maybe yellow, but there's already a lot of yellow with the flowers. There is some orange with the flowers, but I don't know. I think it goes great with the aviaries. I think it's going to be orange. I'll have to take all these down and replace it with orange. But that's part of the project that I'm working on here. I like to work on multiple things and keep it going. Ooh, what if we did that? Now that's an interesting look. I kind of like that. There's something there. Can't put it on those. Has to be that bigger block. Well, I'll think about this. I kind of like that, though. I think I'm going to change them all to like that. That's a nice design. Yeah, that ties well with that. I like it. Okay. So we got those going on. Next, I want to show you my automated farm. And I think I've got it set to exactly the way I want it now. So most of that stuff is to power this crap. All of these bee machines take so much power. And I want to probably even throw some more engines on this just to get it to go faster. But here's the lamp that that turns it on. At least that part of the system. And that just comes and powers these engines and then powers all of this over here. It's not connected to the rest of the system because for right now I want to, unless these machines are running, I don't want to be wasting all of that biofuel or the biomass on just the engines to power this crap when it's not even running. So if you want to be running this stuff, you flip this switch. Powers this conductive pipe. Here we have the DNA that comes out of these things into this tank. Pete will be melting down a bunch of bees for that. But the conductive pipe comes to these biomass engines, biogas engines. It would turn them all on, and turning them on and off, like that's the only problem is you have to keep filling it with lava. So I'm gonna have to fill a lot of these up with lava again to get them going, but that's not a problem. And then I have one separate engine that comes over here that powers the squeezer, which squeezes pumpkin seeds for seed oil for these impregnated sticks. And I need to find a good way to get string. Need to figure out that. I think if we use the bees, like the jungle bees that'll get the silky propolis, run a system through that and then bring our string in here. That's right now the string is the only thing that isn't really automated for this. But that'll produce frames forever. There's so many frames. And then over here we have our biomass that pumps out of here. Ooh, we're over 10%. That's nice. That pumps all of that stuff out. We have this giant tank, of course. These I'm going to cover up eventually, probably after I'm done showing you here. So one of the end results is our watermelons here. Now put in this sugarcane farm. You go 21 by 21. It'll just cut down the top row of sugarcane all the time. Come on, cut one down. Yeah, there we go. Those pipes will come up here. That pipe comes to here. Oops. And then I got a 50-50 split on these. So half of them will go into the fermenter and make more biomass. The other half will come down here to be made into plant balls. Oh, I didn't want that there. Give me my corner back. The other half will be made into plant balls. You need lots of plant balls for this system. And then it'll go back over here to this macerator. And this macerator I'm just powering off of solar panels right now. Just running the wire all the way down here. It's expensive wire, but oh well. And then some of the wheat comes in here and is made into more plant balls. The plant balls will either go into the macerator or into the fermenter that's up there. And then I have a redundancy on the wheat. The wheat will go in there, or it'll go up there and then go into our barrels. Or wait, no, I've got the wheat only being set to make plant balls because we need more plant balls. We have too much wheat already. And then, of course, down here is the pumpkins and the watermelons, and those all get transported up. The pumpkins get separated from the watermelons. Pumpkins go over there. And then here we have the dirt that comes out of the macerator. I have a redundancy on this one so that it'll go up to the top crafting table before the other one. So I have a loop there, so it'll go around twice to try and hit this one twice, because you need more in this one than in the other one. This one down here is just made for the compost. I'll probably move some of these up here. Because you need more humus to go up there than you do compost. So I tried to make it so that it goes into that crafting table twice before that one. So it'll go around there and hopefully go back in there. And of course the seeds go back into here. We got so many seeds. Might even run those over to where the pumpkins are, but we've got so many pumpkins too. Okay, that's that. All of that stuff goes up. So how do I get back out of here? It's over this way. And of course the excess sand and then other wheat comes up here. We got tons of sand now. The humus comes up from here, goes into that thing. We got a good amount so far. Apples will get filtered into here, into the squeezer to make apple juice. Come over here to the fermenter to power this. And that brings out more biomass. So all of this is just to basically just power those bee machines over there, because they take tons of power. And I didn't want to keep running them off of solar cells, because solar cells and electrical engines just are not consistent. So I wanted a consistent system. Ooh, we got an apple coming in. Yeah, that'll go in and get squeezed and we'll have more biomass. So right now I've got that thing off, so it'll just keep accumulating biomass. Once it's off, or once it's on, you know, then it powers all those engines. I just got to remind myself to put some more lava in them. But once you start them up, like, they just keep running. It's only when you keep turning them off and turning them on that you got to keep putting lava in there. So in those, I'm just going to fill it up with lava, and it should be good for a long time. One of the other things I'm doing with the watermelons, though, is you put them in here, and you put 64 watermelons in here, you get a methane cell. What do you do with the methane cells? Well, not there. Put it in the industrial electrolyzer, and it'll give you 1 carbon cell and 36 hydrogen cells. Hydrogen cells are good for later on. I'm not going to use them right now. But you can put them back in the centrifuge, you get a deuterium cell. And then with the deuterium cell, you take 4 of those, and you get a tritium cell. And what do you use the tritium cell for? Well, that's to make helium cells in a fusion reactor. I haven't built one of those yet. But these helium cells are useful for a lot of things. They make luminators, but they make these 60K coolant cells, which you need for a lot of different stuff. For your superconductors and stuff like that. So, to build the more advanced stuff, you need those. So we'll hold on to those hydrogen cells for now. I don't know why. Oh, all the methane cells are done. That's why. Okay, yeah, those go pretty quickly. But then what you can do with the carbon cells is then take those to a craft. For every 9 you get one of these raw carbon fiber. I know it's not really the most efficient way to make those. Like, you just macerate some coal. But I like to keep my coal to make industrial diamonds. Like, we got plenty of coal, and I want to make all of those into diamonds. So there's one other thing that I want to make today, and I'll show you how to do it in a little bit. I'll be right back. And the last thing I want to make today is this. The Advanced Electric Jetpack. So first off, we need to take our lap pack and make it into an advanced lap pack. If you don't know how to make a lap pack, you just make a backpack with some blocks of lapis. Make a backpack, you make it like that. So we want to make this. So first we need our Lapitron crystal. Always use the sapphires. Never use the energy crystals. There's so many sapphires. Look, we got 2.5 stacks. So many sapphires around. So always use these for your Lapitron crystals. And take some lapis. Oh, well, I need one. And circuits, and bam, you got your crystal. Then what else do you need? You need an advanced circuit. Those are easy to make. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. No, we need at least 4. We can make some more later, if we need to. And I think we will, but that's okay. Advanced lat pack. Alright, nice, nice. Then what else do we need? We need these engine boosters. So we need overclockers and advanced heat vents. Heat vents. So we need some refined iron or some aluminum and some iron bars. So we need some more iron. We got plenty of that. Do we have any aluminum? Yes, we do. You can make aluminum in the industrial blast furnace. So let's make some iron bars first. There we go. That's enough. Put these down here for now. Two heat vents. We probably need 4, don't we? These things don't stack, though. That's one of the things that I don't like about them. And advanced heat vents, we need diamonds. So we're going to need 2 diamonds. We've got a few left. Put the diamonds there. And that there. That there. Oh, we're out of iron bars, though. We need more iron bars. And okay. One advanced. Make 2. Okay, we got our advanced heat vents. Then we need 2 advanced circuits, advanced alloys, and overclockers. I got some overclockers left, but let's try and make some other ones, though. Is this done yet? Ooh, yeah, we got our deuterium cells here. So then we want to take those, and we want to make them into these helium cells. Oh, we don't have a fusion reactor yet, so we'll have to just use these overclockers for now. I'll build the fusion reactor later. Glowstone, advanced circuits. Okay, might as well just make these into the rest of advanced circuits. Okay. So that there, overclocker there. Let's see, what was it again? Heat vents and glowstone. So put that there. We need these here. 1 engine booster, 2 engine boosters. Alright. Advanced circuit, we got 1 of those left. We need our fiber cables. Advanced circuit, I think was there, wasn't it? Yep. These are there. That's there. Got plenty of carbon plates left. And we need our jetpack. Bam! Advanced electric jetpack. Nice. How do we turn it on? Don't know how to turn it on yet. I'll figure out how to turn it on and be right back. Okay, I figured it out. You have to hit F for fly, and then the normal mode key is the hover mode and enable and disable hover mode. Holds a lot of power. I charged it up. It has that cool sound to it too, different than the other electric jetpack. Yeah, I'm liking the orange lights better. I think we need the orange in here. Yeah, this jetpack's awesome though. Holds so much power. This thing hardly ever runs out, and I like how it says the energy level up there. So we're starting to get things around over here. Peter moved a lot of the bees over here, and he's got his bee hut over here. We need some more amber for the inside, but amber's pretty easy to get. We're going to work on our little builder shack here. We'll go back in and look at the automated farm, and everything's looking good. Saplings fall every once in a while, but that happens. Getting a good amount of biomass going in. So I think I'll call it an episode here today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe. It helps us a lot. And we are still taking applications for our server, so if you're interested, send us a comment, a message, video response, anything like that. We're looking for good, dedicated builders. People who are respectful. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you on the next day in the next episode. Bye bye.